See, I don't understand that, Mike TNA. Why do I have to prove myself? Who do I have to prove myself to here in TNA by wrestling Chris Sabin?
What are you talking about? You have to prove yourself to one man and one man only. The NWA Director of Authority, Dusty Rhodes.
Mike TNA, I have been wrestling for 12 years. I was X Division before X Division was a term. I don't need to put my resume on the table for any man.
Speaking of resumes, making his TNA debut, already in the ring is Chris Candido. Candido, a veteran of WWE, UCW, WCW, but here's his opponent, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I'll tell you what, folks, AJ Styles looking to regain the X Division Championship at Final Resolution for the 4th time. And Christopher Daniels, as you sit here and you watch this has got to be something that you covet. We've always said here, we feel like you're the best wrestler that's never won the X Division crown. AJ going for his 4th title. How are you going to stop that?
I will tell you how I'm going to stop it. The biggest house getting the X Division title is sitting right next to you. It's the fallen angel, Don West.
Think of it, ladies and gentlemen, 2 pieces of the puzzle are already in place. January 16, Final Resolution, Ultimate X, X Division title on the line. We know that Petey Williams, the champion, he's going to be there. We know the phenomenal AJ Styles as well. But who will be that 3rd man?
It's good to see Chris Candido in the ring right there, but AJ Styles gets thrives off this crowd, and he's letting Candido know whose ring it is here at TNA.
Well, don't count Chris Candido out yet. This man is a fiery competitor, and he certainly can wrestle in X Division style, but he can also slow it down and play his game.
Well, you've been in the ring with both of these men, both Candido and AJ Styles. I have to ask you about Styles. What kind of strategy do you...
Oh, there he goes, and he hit it perfectly. That's what AJ Styles can do. And Chris Candido was caught off guard, pontificating to the crowd, and AJ Styles goes right over the top of that.
Just what I was going to ask Christopher Daniels, what kind of strategy you employ against someone who can hit you with moves that you never see coming. He just did that to Candido.
Well, AJ Styles has many moves, stuff that he makes up on the spur of the moment, but you always know that his bread and butter is the Styles Clash, and if you avoid the Styles Clash, that's the way to take AJ Styles down.
Has to be the key in any match against AJ Styles. Do not let yourself fall prey to that incredible finishing move, the Styles Clash.
Exactly right. Christopher Daniels, 12 years of experience. I know exactly how to avoid the Styles Clash, and at Final Resolution, I will definitely avoid the Styles Clash on my way to the X Division title.
Well, you're more experienced than both of the other wrestlers if you advance next week.
That's not if.
Oh, what a move by Candido as he catches the knee perfectly, and you can see AJ just flopping around right there like a fish. Wow, was that perfectly placed.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Chris Candido knows how to bring out the high-impact moves. He knows how to ground a wrestler like AJ Styles, and now it's Chris Candido's game, and he's going to play it to perfection.
Ooh, now suplex by Candido. We have to talk about the danger involved in Ultimate X. You've been there before, Christopher Daniels.
Exactly
with
right.
2 steel cables high above the 6-sided ring, forming the X with the X Division Championship belt hanging in the balance. Talk about the danger involved in climbing across those cables to take down the X Division title.
In the Ultimate X match that I was in, we used ladders, we used chairs, we did everything we could to try and get the X Division belt down. I understand how dangerous it is to go and climb those cables and try to make my way to the belt.
I'm going to tell you something. I understand in this one, too. I don't believe that ladders and chairs are going to be available in this. It's going to be a matter of you're going to have to climb up the poles, climb up the ropes. How do you prepare differently for something like that? Look at the streak of Candido right here as he just holds AJ up.
How do you prepare for something like that, Christopher?
Well, it's a matter of staying away from the big bullet points of the 2 wrestlers that you're going to be wrestling. Petey Williams, AJ Styles, I know their styles, I know their moves. Avoid their big moves and put them down long enough to climb the cable.
Basically, you're talking about the Canadian Destroyer and the Styles Clash.
Exactly right.
AJ Styles, a 2-time winner in the 2004 online ballot on our website, TNAWrestling.com. Styles not only winning Mr. TNA, but also the X Division Superstar of the Year. But you cannot look past Candido. Caught him with the guillotine leg drop, cover, 2 count.
How impressive has Candido been? It's obviously been a style that AJ Styles is not familiar with, being that he's not ever seen Chris Candido here in NWA TNA.
Well, that's the versatility of Chris Candido. He can go X Division style, or he can slow it down. That's the kind of master of the ring that Chris Candido is.
Yeah, but I talked to AJ Styles. He has wrestled Chris Candido before, Don. not here in TNA, but in other organizations. And when you're talking about someone like Candido, a former WCW Cruiserweight champ, a former WWE and ECW Tag Team champion, wow, a very, very strong resume.
What rights right there by AJ Styles. You can see the anger coming in AJ. He knows he's been embarrassed a little bit by Candido as he's trying to get fired up, and wow, he just leveled him right there with a clothesline.
Wild swing and a miss at the clothesline, but that drop kick didn't miss. Perfectly placed.
See, he's not going to hit me with a drop kick like that at Final Resolution. I know his game plan, I know his style, and I'll avoid that perfectly.
But the bottom line is, in an Ultimate X match, Christopher, you've got to watch out for both opponents. You've got to have eyes in the back of your head. It's not just the person in your sight. It's the person you can't see.
Well, it's my experience that's going to be the factor between the three of us. Like Mike said, I've got more experience than both of them combined, and I'm going to put that experience to work at Final Resolution.
Check this out. Candido going high risk. AJ ready.
Wow, did you see that? AJ Styles showing his strength. Showing his strength as he basically just picked him up off the ropes and threw him across the ring.
Could this be the clash? Going to try to take him up. It's blocked by Candido. Double him over. Goes to the midsection. Candido takes him up.
Look at that, though. You can see how agile AJ Styles is. He finds a way to get. Here he goes. He's going for it. He's got it. He hits it.